No. Just keep them in separate piles, okay? So for the recording, our observation was that the leaves change color. This is on page 58. The question was, what makes the leaves change color? The research was trees use sunlight to make food, and the hypothesis was, if there's less sunlight, leaves change color. What was our experiment? Mariam?
One potted tree was exposed to like the normal light and dark cycle.
Yep.
And one potted tree was in a dark room, and both for a week.
Okay, so one potted tree got normal light and dark, and one potted tree. Now, that's where I get lazy, because I don't want to write one potted tree again, so I just put little ditto. Afterwards, those little dit means ditto. So it just means, again, one potted tree in a dark room. And then for 1 week. Okay. What was the analysis? Yes? Yeah, the tree outside has more green leaves. Than the tree in a dark room. Excellent. And our conclusion? Less sunlight leads to more colored leaves. All right. So that's an example of something you might see on a quiz. So if you have not yet done page 59 is going to be for homework, although I'll give you some time to work in class on it later. Okay? So page 59 will be part of the homework to give you extra practice on that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go to page, I think it's 73. Let's see if I'm right. Let's try 73. Maybe 72. You're right, 72. Okay. So this one here is practice identifying variables and constants, because again, independent variable, dependent variable, controlled variable, those are things you might need to know for tomorrow's quiz. So, an independent variable is the factor changed by the scientist. So the independent variable, the IV, is changed by the scientist. The dependent variable, dV, changes in response to the IV. And the controlled variables are all the factors that are kept the same. And this is on, if you missed it, page 72. And finally, a controlled experiment has only one factor that is changed. That is your independent variable. And one factor that is measured, that is your dependent variable. Everything else is held constant. So let's try the first one together. Okay. For each experiment, read the description and identify the independent variable, the dependent variable, and at least two relevant controlled variables or constants. 2 students wanted to investigate the effect of a tennis ball's drop height above the ground and the force at which it hits the surface. They dropped identical tennis balls from different heights onto a tray of fine sand. And then they measured the diameter of the crater that the tennis ball made after it hit. What is the independent variable? Tell your partner what you think about that one. Tell your neighbors. What is the independent variable? Yes, Ryan. The height, because they wanted to see the effect of the drop height. So the independent variable is the height of the drop. What is the dependent variable, the thing that responded to that? Matthew? Yeah, the diameter of the crater. Yes.
If you put the force in which it is dropped, would that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be. That would be something that you would have to control. Like you'd have to say, okay, you just let it go. You don't throw it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I mean, like, kind of the diameter of the crater
Yeah.
is because of the force, and they want to test out the force of it, so they drop it from different heights, right?
Yes.
So if you, instead of the diameter of the crater, if you wrote the force.
But what are you measuring?
That's true. Okay.
Right. So
okay.
we're going to look at what's being measured. Hi.
It's from Mr. Will.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Oh, okay. Abby.
Sorry about There you go.
Okay, what are some things that we have to control? Yes.
Like the same, like you have to make sure that we drop it like the same level, right?
Same elevation.
Like same ground, like for example, like make sure you drop on the same.
Yeah, drop it on the same surface?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Make sure your surface is the same. What could be another thing that you have to control? Yeah. The type of ball. Yep. Anyone have a third one? Yeah, Spencer. The depth of the sand, yes. Paul, did you have another one? Oh, you were going to say depth of sand. Oh, Spencer stole it. That's okay. All right. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to give you some time a little bit later on to work on these. Okay, not right now, but we'll give you some time a little later on to work on those. And for now, we are going to learn something new. And then, like I said, we're going to have a little bit of review time, okay, for your quiz tomorrow. So for our new thing, we are going to be on page 94. Page 94. So if you recall from last time, this was on page 93, we had a thing called a trend line. Whoa, what happened here? No. I don't have my writing glove on. That's what's wrong with me. There we go. And remember, this is not on tomorrow's quiz. This is on like a later one, okay? We have a thing called a trend line or a best fit line or a line of best fit, and it sort of went right through the middle of whatever blobby shape is made by all the dots on this type of graph. What do we call this type of graph with all these dots scattered around? This type of graph is called a scatter plot because all the dots are scattered. All right. And we say if the slope goes up, uphill, slope, woo, that is a positive relationship. What's another word we could use for relationship? Yes. No, Vivian, you go. You haven't answered anything yet today. Positive correlation. And if you have a downhill slope, that is a, everyone? Negative correlation or relationship. Okay. And then, of course, you might have crazy blobby shape that has no overall trend. And what do we call that? No correlation or no relationship. Okay. So, could you, at the bottom of this page, draw a little blobby shape around all of these points? And then, everyone gets a ruler today. If you have your own ruler, you can wave me away. Got one?
This is why I switched to 0.7 because everyone has it.
So now that we have our little blobby shape there, we're going to do our best. Well, and I guess I should keep a ruler for myself to draw a best fit line through that. So we kind of want half of the blobby shape on top and half of the blobby shape on the bottom. So do the best you can. There we go. That's not bad. Maybe a little bit low. I could have made it a little bit lower. That's not bad. What kind of correlation is that? That is a positive correlation. I guess I should have written it down there, but that's okay. Correlation. There we go. All right. I'm sorry, that was on page 93. Silly me. Page 93. And now we can go to page 94. Now, other than drawing the blobby shape, what are some good ways to draw a trend line? You should have about the same number of points. So on the top, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points above the line. And we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points below. So you really want to try and have about the same number of points above and below. You may not always succeed in being exactly the same. The second one has 7 points above and 6 points below. Is that close enough? Yeah. Okay, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be close enough. When you get into grade 11 and 12, and when you get into university, you can actually have a spreadsheet program like Excel or something, plot that best fit line for you, and it will do it mathematically, and it'll put it like where it should go based on the average of all the points. Okay? But for grade 9, we're going to do it by hand. What kind of correlation do these two graphs have? Positive or negative? They have it's downhill,
Oh, sorry.
so it is negative.
Yes, I haven't got the school.
Fantastic, thank you so much.
I have come with this.
Let me see.
Okay.
You know what you could do? These ones. You could just do the same thing for these. They don't have anything marked on them. So it would just be the first thing. It would look like, yeah.
The thing that
Yeah.
I have to,
Yeah.
there's no numbers. Oh,
Yeah, so there's a
24.
number here, so this one. But this one. Oh, no, can't read that one. This one is actually. No, it's because I had the wrong answer key.
Okay.
I heard it though. It's 24. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, out of these three graphs at the bottom, all of these graphs have 6 points on one side and 5 points on the other side, but not all of them are good. What is wrong with this slope? Yeah.
Really uneven.
It's really uneven. If you look at the above and below, most of the aboves are on the left-hand side. And all the belows are on the right-hand side. You don't want that. Okay? You don't want to have all the aboves on the left and all the belows on the right, because what it means is your slope is either going to be too steep or too shallow. Okay. What do you guys think about the second one? Oh, actually, before we go on to that, is the slope that we were just looking at, is it too steep or is it too shallow? It's too steep. What's wrong with the second trend line, Aria? What's wrong with the line? Yeah, we've got all of the above points are on the right. And we've got all the belows on the left. This slope is too shallow. And what do we have on the very end here? We have the Goldilocks of all trend lines. The first slope was too steep. The second slope was too shallow. This slope is just right. Okay. And how do you know it's just right? Because it's got above points all the way along, not just on the left or not just on the right. It's got below points all the way along. Pardon me? I haven't done any written on those. They just were last one. So, yes. Yeah, thank you. So the aboves are on both the left and the right, and the belows are on both the left and the right. Is good? Okay. Okay, so in grade 9, you will be expected to be able to eyeball and draw a best fit line. So this shows you how to draw the blobby shape. So in step 1, you plot your data and you get your scattered. Step 2, draw your blobby shape that encloses everything. Step 3, draw a line that divides the area with the same number of points on top and below, and on the left and on the right. And then step 4, you actually erase the blobby shape. So when you draw that blobby shape, you should draw it in pencil. Sharpie, yes, that's right, draw it in Sharpie. Okay, so the blobby shape should be in pencil. And quite frankly, if you are drawing a graph, you should do the whole thing in pencil, because doing it in pen, what if you make a mistake? Huh, it's very difficult.
Even on options.
Okay. If you ever need to borrow something, let me know, okay? Well, sometimes you do have to write things in pen, and sometimes when you're handing in a good copy of a graph, it has to be in pen, but that means you've done it in pencil first and then you go over it after you've, made any mistakes or whatever, right? Yeah. So you can use the blobby shape, or you can just eyeball it, which means you look at it and you go, I'm just going to stick my ruler on the page and draw a line that I think looks good. Okay? Up to you whether you like the blobby shape or not. I feel like that one is a little bit too low. It looks like there's a whole bunch more points above than below. I will say it's really hard to use the ruler on the screen with this, because I never quite feel good about where it goes. Maybe more like that. Now there's too many below than above, but you would have a better look at it. Okay. All right. 2 new words. Actually, 4 new words, but they're not new words because you know the word high. Yes. And you know the word low. You know the word strong, and you know the word weak. Okay. Here we have 2 positive correlations. If we look at our blobby shape here, that is definitely, thank you so much. That is definitely an upward trend. So just chill for a few minutes, okay? If you look at this blobby shape here, that is also an upward trend. But if you had to say which trend is stronger than the other, which of those 2 trends is a stronger trend? The left one is a stronger trend. So you can say that this one has a strong or, whoops, I'm erasing things as I go. That's no good. It has a strong or a high positive correlation. The one on the right, is that a strong or a weak correlation? That is weak. Okay. And just like you can have a high positive or high negative correlation, or sorry, high positive or weak positive, I keep getting them all wrong. It's either high or low, or strong or weak. You can have the same thing with negative. We can have a high negative correlation, or we can have a weak negative correlation. Low negative correlation. High or low, strong or weak. How about you guys try drawing the best fit lines for those 4 curves? We call them curves, for those 4 graphs. You draw the trend line. Yeah. Anyone else need a pencil? We're good? Okay. Oh, my pencils. Pencil. Oh, where are you, pencil? This one will do. Oh, you don't open. Oh my god. I found a pencil. There we go. There you go. Pardon me? Sure. Okay. How are we feeling about our lines? We're good? Okay. So at this point, I would like to give you guys a little time to work on things so that you can ask me questions as you go if you have any questions. So I'm going to list everything that you need to do up here. Let us just add a page. So we want to do, I think it was page 59. Page 59. Page 6. What is happening? What is it? What? Okay. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Okay. And it didn't give me a message or anything. Anyway, not my normal alarm or anything like that. All right, so we have page 59, and then we have pages 63, 65, 66, and 72, 73. These ones are short. Okay? I'll make that bigger so you can see it. And we're good. Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah, I no problem. Yes, exactly. Right. Like for next week. I want to hear
This is all homework, but you've got 25 minutes to work on it right now. All of them. But some of them are short, some of them are from occupation or an inference, and you're like, oh. Okay. All for homework, but you have 25 minutes right now, we can probably finish it right now. Yes. Okay, what do I need? I need two check offs and so you're gonna say it's usually several arbitrary on the branch. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And then, yeah, and then, right, because they treat it. Then unconscious. Yeah. You see all the No, it's like vocabulary. Yeah.
Why you start doing the
The one with the horse. Yeah, which is the
What?
And I will meet with people, okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Right, but like it smells good. It's like a guy. Smells super.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you don't want to say it did take sour. You want to actually, and yes, you'll need to make some, you need to say that it was sour. Because we never use it in an observation because it's like, what is it? It also tastes sour, so they just have to say, right? So that yes,
If you know it's free for the don't you have to run all five and the money that is states.
well, you can pour them. Yeah.
But
Yeah. You're right, that's the. Know if they're in here, yeah, it doesn't tell you what they're talking about, right? Yeah. Right, it tastes sour, that's it. Did you find it that tastes sour? That was weird, but you know. Nice. What was the problem? Why you said you did taste sour?
You like.
What tastes sour? Right?
Oh,
You can be like that, sour, yeah. So, but it, we try and stay away from it in science because it is very consistent. Yeah. Yeah. Did you really? That's hilarious. Like you actually did it? Or just this actual question? Yeah. That's oh yeah. What did she teach? We're done.
No, who is you guys?
I don't know, actually. I was just wondering because I would be able to ask.
Sorry.
The elementary schools are like everywhere, so. These are yeah. Just a little reminder, if you finish a section, you can check the answers in the key, and that way you'll know if you're on the right track. And if you're not, you can ask questions about it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you know what size?
I just want like the. No, wait, should I use the mask for the elephant?
Yes.
No, the mask of the elephant. Wait, what? Why did it say? What makes the better observation?
Quality, color. That's how I remember. And quantity means amounts.
Yes.
Let's do it on both parts.
Here we go.
If you need, I can give you the name.
So you just put your name and then you can set the thermometer.
Okay, sure.
What do we got here? Oh, these are your, oh, very nice, yes. That's your dad? Oh, nice. How are we doing? Anybody got any questions?
Here it is.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Beautiful, right there.
Okay. Okay.
Something like that, yeah. Well, you are very welcome. Very nice. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Nice. Lovely, very, very nice. It's this size of paper, but there's like pictures and stuff on it too. Yeah. But it's only like one page. Yeah. So it's not too. Yeah, it's not. And I think after that we'll start posting.
Done. Sorry, yes.
No.
Go spectrum.
Thank you very kindly.
Okay. That's it.
You are allowed to get your call.
Oh, great. No, I've never. Yo.
Oh, so much. One more, fantastic.
By phone. Yes.
What is that? Hospital too. It is.
Anybody else got a ruler?
Runners.
Fantastic. Okay.
You have it around your phone. Oh, yeah. You are the 6 that one. Yeah.